That. There you go. How's it feel?
Feels good.
You yourself okay?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So welcome to the podcast, brother.
Oh, we're going live already, huh?
Oh, dude, yeah, man. You've been recording for like 30 seconds already.
Okay.
See? It just, yeah, it's the element of surprise.
Oh, there we go.
Holla.
Holla, let's do it.
We are doing it. We're doing it now.
Uh-oh.
So what's going on, man? How's your day going so far?
It's going good. Missed my morning run, but caught up on some good sleep.
Yeah, you were asking me about that yesterday about running trails, and of all the people to ask, looking at myself, I'm surprised you would ask me. You know, it's like I'm sitting over here looking like bearded Buddha, and it's like, hey man, where can I go get a jog? Hell, I don't know.
Hey, you're the guy with the answers, man.
Come on, man.
Lead me in the right direction.
There you go. There you go. So you missed your morning run.
Missed my morning run, caught some good sleep, and had a nice hotel breakfast.
So, all right. So, hey, everybody, welcome back to the episode, another episode of the Big B Mortgage Podcast. Today, I'm sitting here with branch manager for McAllen, Texas, Mr. Matthew, and I always screw your last name up. Say it.
You can say Vazaldua.
Vazaldua.
The V is in Victor.
Yeah. So, Matthew V.
Matthew V.
So, came up. You and the team came up because we're doing some training up here. We're doing some marketing and social media, stuff like that. But yeah, man, while you were here, I've been wanting to get you in the chair. It's just the mobile setup that I used to use for this. Every time I go back and listen to the old episodes, the audio is garbage. Like, you got to crank the radio up to like full blast just to really hear the audio. So I haven't been able to really do that. But since you're here, I had to get you in the chair, man. Thanks for taking the time, by the way.
No problem, man. Appreciate it.
So let's go back to that running thing real quick. So, I mean, I know, like, those people who know you're really into fitness. Those who don't know. But when we first met, and I know you still have it, you got your own gym, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and that's like, what, a CrossFit gym?
Yeah, it was. Well, we were CrossFit for about almost 6 years. We went unaffiliated. Just meaning we're not part of the CrossFit HQ brand, but it's CrossFit influence in the style of workouts we do. But we toned it down a bit on some of the advanced movements and a lot more just body weight and lifting. It's almost like Gold's Gym met CrossFit, and they had a baby. That's what we are.
Well, but I've seen pictures of it, and it kind of it reminds me of like a CrossFit kind of setup.
Still,
right?
Yeah, it's got that setup, like garage style. I mean, a lot of our workouts are outside. We still use the rig and mix it up quite a bit.
Yeah. So what pulled you into that? Have you always been like into that fitness thing, or were you like a chunky kid who got in shape and then got a passion for it?
You kind of nailed it. I kind of feel like I've been on a diet since the 5th grade.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, I was a chubby kid growing up, and then from there, seeing the health side with, some of the stuff my dad went through and my parents, that something that I had to make a change, So I had to kind of spearhead that and, start educating myself on a few things, and started with my dad. When he got sick, he started eating better than I started eating better. And when I got into college, actually one of my fraternity bros, Brad Isley, he told me about CrossFit. Went and took a CrossFit class and been doing it for over a decade now.
Really?
Yeah, wouldn't change it, man. It's awesome. The workouts are great. You meet a lot of good people. The community's even better. That's one of my true passions as well. So I really, we're like you said, we got our movement fam, and I got my box fam that we call it. Boxes. Everyone's like, what's a box? Well, box, it's like a little warehouse that we got there. So that's our little box. So it's the same thing as a gym.
So are you like the owner, or are you just like a partner?
I have a partner. My partner is Pablo Tagla. He's a chiropractor down in McAllen.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he don't work out too much, but nah,
You're definitely the first guy I'd ever brought to movement who had his own gym. So that was definitely like.
Oh man, you should have seen me when I found out we had a CrossFit gym in our ops center. I was like mind blown. I was like, how did I not know this was there?
You know what? I'm gonna have to make a trip. I'm gonna have to take you up to Charlotte. You've never been to the Charlotte location?
Not Charlotte.
Dude, we're gonna have to hook that up.
I think I'm gonna have to challenge old Casey to a CrossFit workout.
Oh, dude, I will. I tell you what, if you can beat him,
I'm your boy.
I'll hook you up.
I'm your boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. We're gonna have to tag him in the post and let him know that the gauntlet's been thrown down.
Let's do it.
But see, what he'll do is he'll have his wife stand in for him, and then she'll probably eat your lunch.
Oh, I'm ready.
She's a CrossFit champion or something like that, I think.
I've heard.
So, well, cool, man. That's awesome, though, dude. So that's where you're so fitness and stuff like that. Outside of obviously the mortgage lending piece, I mean, you would say that's kind of what you're most passionate about.
It is, man. It's something I really enjoy. You know, a lot of the stuff there. I mean, not to be cheesy and all, but a lot of people, man, people change so much at that gym. You know, from confidence level, man. People have gotten married at our gym. You know, people met one another there, and you know, met their significant other, and you know, it's crazy. It brings people together in a different way. Networking, you know, that's cool. But you know, we're all a nice little tight family there. You know, we hang out with each other on the weekends. You know, barbecues, end up being trips and stuff like that. So it's all fun.
You just got through doing one of those Spartan races too, right?
I did Spartan maybe about 3 weeks ago in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you place or did you just finish?
No, we just finished. I was all for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good
Sweet.
stuff. Yeah.
So this is stemmed from, like, it sounds like college, right? So how the hell do you transfer over into mortgage lending?
Okay, so my story with mortgage lending, I went through a bad experience with a mortgage officer. So when I was in college, I was a finance major, so I had that background, and you know, I'd gone into financial services, and then my mom got sick, so put the whole Series 7 to hold for a bit. And actually, when we were in college, my roommate and myself, we had a whole business plan already done on our capstone class for CrossFit, and you know, we got it done, you know, and I already had this model done, so ended up opening up down in McAllen because we're, you know, one of 3 at the time. Now there's probably like over 30 of them, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then getting into mortgage, I went into some bad lending practices, you could say, and my lunch got eaten, and I didn't want that to happen to anybody else. So
you got screwed.
I got screwed, and I was like, man, I'm going to see what that's all about. So then hit up old Google, what is a mortgage loan originator? What do you got to do to be one? And took my courses. I reached out to a couple people, and I was like, man, who do we know in our area that can, you know, help me get started on this? And I took it from there. Started off working for a broker shop, little mom and pop shop, which was great. They were great people. Learned a lot from them. Just, you know, there was going to be no growth for me there, so took it a step further and started branching off. And you know, so like I said, started as a broker, worked for a correspondent. Now I'm here with Movement Mortgage, man. I couldn't be happier, man. I feel like I got the best of both worlds, seeing the other sides of, you know, the broker and the correspondent side to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a different animal, man, because I started off similar, right? Mom and pop broker shop, and obviously, you know, when it's that mom and pop feel,
yeah,
you know, they're going to do their best to take care of you as much as they can, but there's still only so much, like you said, there's only so much growth you're going to experience there unless you just branch off and become your own broker shop.
Yep, correct.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I see where you're coming from that. And then, yeah, the company you were with after that, we'll let them remain nameless. But yeah, I remember when I first met you, and I mean, we've joked about this story before. It was like, okay, yeah, all right, you're gonna go for it. Okay, let's give this a shot. And then you come in, because those of you again who don't know Matt's not one of these. He's not a showboater or a talker like I am. Like he keeps his points simple and his words minimal until you get to know him. And so when I first met him, it was kind of a tough nut to crack. But dude, you come in, and then I was like, holy crap, this dude came to play.
Boy can play, man.
Man, what's up?
Put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach. Now you've just been killing it. And now, recently, you just took over as my branch manager down there.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that opportunity.
Ah, man, dude, whatever. You completely earned it. But the cool part is like watching the cohesiveness of the unit, right? The team, you know, which is something that, you know, we'd been striving for a long time. So kudos to you for being able to keep that band together and continue to do the great things that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about the first year.
First year.
Yeah, you don't know squat about mortgage lending, right? You're working for a broker shop. I'm sure our paths are a little bit similar, you know, because whenever a new LO comes in, the first thing they got to do is go find loans.
Yeah.
How'd you do it? And especially because you're not even from McAllen, right?
Yeah, I'm from the area. Just I came to school and lived over here for a little bit.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yep. So I do got a sphere of influence down
So
there.
you had history and stuff like that to
Yes,
lean
sir.
back on. But still,
But yeah, the first year. So I mean, it's kind of funny because I remember some of their tactics that they had me doing was like, every Friday, go out, find a new subdivision, leave flyers, so that's all I was doing every single Friday. I had a routine, sometimes a bit more because obviously I didn't have too many loans on my plate, so I had more time to do things like that. So marketing for me was printing out these basic, well, actually my manager at the time would tell me, you want to get them in color, so I had these neon pink and just neon yellow weird tacky flyers that I would just go leave everywhere. And man, I worked so many open houses. It was ridiculous, and new subdivisions. And the funny thing is, like, looking at it now, like, after a while, it took me like, man, this is wasting my time, I guess, kind of, because, like, I'm just passing out. What are the odds of somebody just picking up a flyer like, hey, let me call this dude. This is the guy. You know
what? He used the right shade of fuchsia on this flyer.
I was like, this is the guy, right? It's
right.
Like, it's like when people leave those flyers on your windshield, it's like trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I guess got to learn the hard way, I guess. So, I would do that, but during all that time, going to these builders that were just giving me an opportunity, which I'm so thankful for, I never even got one deal done there, but I met so many people through there that it led to other networks. It led to, other deals outside of there. It was never specifically for that home or anything, but, it just led to other work.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first year was a little rough. I mean, one thing that lady did really help me a lot, structuring the files. I'm so thankful for her. But there's actually another lady, her name was Laura Hotz, man. She worked for United Wholesale Mortgage. That lady, man, she took so much time, grooming me up where, she was my account exec for United Wholesale. And I'll never forget her because, man, that lady taught me so much. And actually United Wholesale, I compare them a lot to some of the stuff Movement does as far as stuff that they offer.
Right.
Just because, they're pretty awesome with educating, stuff like that, some of their marketing stuff. So if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't know a lot of the stuff I know now, getting started, because they were definitely able to help me, with their structuring, educating on loan programs, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm very thankful for them and for, my first branch manager, Hilda Cardoza. she was awesome.
Yeah, I remember Hilda.
Yeah, she was a very nice lady. Unfortunately, she got sick when I was on my way out.
Yep.
And it was kind of bad timing. She ended up having a stroke, and, I kind of felt terrible leaving at the time. But I had to try something new, and, it's led me to here, which, that's why I said, man, seeing both sides to it, from the broker side to correspondent, putting it all together, and it's been a journey. Let's put it that way. But
absolutely,
yeah. But I wouldn't trade it for anything else, man.
Nah, man, those are those stepping stones, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Those learning blocks, right?
For sure.
Yeah, because same thing with me. Like I started in Brownsville.
Yeah.
And it was straight up mom and pop, right? Yeah. James and Violeta Cortez,
yeah.
Right? And I got into it because the guy was an avid golfer,
mm-hmm.
right? And so I was working for a home builder at the time, selling houses.
Yeah.
And he comes in, and he would come in every week, and I would give him deals and stuff, right? Aside from the other people I would send deals to. But every time he'd come into my office, he would sit there and practice his golf swing.
Yeah.
Like while we're talking about the files, he's sitting there just swinging away at the air, right? And I'm like, so finally one day I asked him, I'm like, dude, what do you do? I don't get it. Like, I'm sending you these files. They're buying the houses. They're getting close. Like, what do you do? Like, do you play that much golf? He's like, well, I don't get to play as much as I'd like. Usually about 9 holes, 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm like, what? You're playing golf 3 or 4 times a week? And you don't work on weekends? Yeah, da-da-da-da. And that's when he starts putting the shine on the mortgage business. And that's what led me to, like, ultimately be like, I want my time back. Because, dude, when you're in new home sales, like, I mean, come on. I sold mobile homes and I sold new homes. And the one thing they both have in common is you are married to that office a lot, waiting on that client to walk in. And so the opportunity to get out, but dude, it was that grim dose of reality. And again, just like you said, mine wasn't a wholesale rep that helped teach me things. It was my processors.
Okay.
Yeah, my processors were the ones who stepped in and was like, oh, God. Because I remember the first 1003 I turned in, it was just like, if they had a red pen, it would have just been one big red X on the whole 1003. So, but that's cool, man. So you go out there, you're pounding pavement, you're handing out colorful flyers, you're
every day
working open houses, and getting zero success.
Zero. Well, from that sphere, I guess, I'm going out there every day, every Saturday, man. I didn't skip a Saturday pretty much my whole first year.
Right.
Getting out there and just,
So what changed?
What changed? I started just getting opportunities, getting opportunities from people that were noticing the work ethic pretty much. People sending a deal here and there, and it led to a couple more deals, and the wheels really started turning. And I started picking it up at the broker shop to where, man, I started getting enough deals to my manager was like, man, you're about to start getting more volume than me. So that was awesome. Because our process was great as far as what I could offer. That was a cool thing. I was confident in what I was selling. You know what I mean? Not so much selling what the service I was providing as well. Then what we could get our clients into. Our rates were excellent. I mean, nobody could beat us, so that was always easy.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was like, man, I'm not getting anything more than just this stack of cards and a desk.
Right.
I need a little bit more than that to be competitive and grow. Everybody else was, they're able to host these open houses, host these events and stuff like that, and it just wasn't in the numbers where I was at, or it wasn't going to be there. So I decided to move on and join another group, and I got a little bit of taste of that, and that party didn't last too long, but I was very fortunate to, for some reason, Movement Mortgage kept bugging me on my LinkedIn. Popping up every 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we have a way of doing that, don't we?
Yeah, I was like, man, who is this movement, man? So I looked into that, and man, a good realtor friend of mine was actually doing a few deals with Movement, and he was straight up with me. He's like, look, man, I send you deals because we're boys, but man, Movement just gets it done. They get it done. It's ridiculous. I don't know how, but they're talking 10, 15-day kind of things every single time. So I'm like, all right, man. I looked at it, I was like, man, maybe it's just a sign or something, because I'm telling you, they're on my LinkedIn every time I open this phone up.
Right.
So then I end up reaching out, got my meeting, and, I met with every single lender this time around. I got some advice from, a good mentor as well, Brian Reed. He's helped me out with anytime I have a few questions, things like this in the industry. I mean, I've kind of reached out to him. Man, so took his advice, man. This time I met with every lender that I could, and, I waited all out. After about my fourth or fifth meeting, it's like, man, I'm done doing these meetings, because I knew meeting one was with Movement, and I was like, they blew my mind already. It's a no-brainer for me. Like, I'm all in, actually. So, but this time I didn't want to just jump into something right away. So I was like, I gotta feel them all out.
Yeah.
And,
test the water.
Test the water, yeah. And, thankful, and I'm thankful, like I said, for the opportunity, and it's been great, man.
Well, dude, you're killing it, man.
It's been great. I love everything about it, the company, just what we're doing for everybody out there. We really are being that movement of change, man. It's great.
No, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And ever since, it's great, because especially like in an area like McAllen where you're at, right? I don't know how, people still don't get what it is to take a file and be able to put that post out that's like, hey, yeah, another 8 business day deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another deal done in 8 business days. Yeah. And it's not, the part that cracks me up is everybody's like, oh, well, we can close fast too. Yeah, but we're not hoping the stars align for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so that's another area. But I mean, I think as we continue to go along, and especially with the crew we've got right now, I mean, I'm extremely excited, like with who we have, like you and Rachel and Sean repping us down there. I think it's going to be one of those things to where you guys are all just going to dominate, right, on your own, and then, you know, we're gonna continue to start having people come to us. Is the way I see it.
I agree.
You know, I think it's one of those things. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
So, but dude, kudos, man. So what's the next big goal for you? What's the next milestone? What are you looking to accomplish in 2019?
Ooh, 2019, man. 2019's been off to a good start for sure. Had a couple personal goals in mind, and you know, I've been knocking them out. Not done yet, but you know, 2019. I mean, I'm gonna help more people than I've helped before, man. Definitely, gotta get out there to more families and get them in their homes.
Well, you can check doing a podcast off the list, bro.
I did my first podcast, man.
I tell you what, dude, I have a way of making that crap happen, man.
Yeah.
People coming in like, dude, I've never done one of these. All you gotta do is talk into that little black thing in front of you. You're good.
Dude, I thought you were inviting me over for coffee. Somehow you gave me a microphone.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
So anyway. Well, cool, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you taking time today to sit down in the chair and just share a little bit about yourself. Where can people find you if they want to, you know, hook up or have you check out their stuff?
Man, they can find me on either Facebook at my Facebook page with Matthew Vazaldua with my little MLS on there, NMLS, or if not, you can reach me at the movement website. You know, you got my information on there as well. I got my personal cell phone and my office line on there, email, everything. So feel free to reach out if you need any help. You know, we're here to get you in some homes.
There you go. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today to do this. All right.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Obviously, this is one of our little quickies. So kick back, relax, have a great rest of your day. Give us a like, give us a share, but whatever you do, stay social, everybody. See ya.